I took some jujitsu classes.
Yeah, someone told me this.
Yo, we were having a conversation the other day. We were having a conversation the other day, and I was like, yo, I think I'm gonna be. I said I think I'm gonna be a really good MMA fighter, and you looked me in the eye and said you won't. I need to know why you said this.
I respect that though.
Like just fucking give it to me straight.
I don't think you're a fighter. I don't think you are a fighter, dude. Like, but maybe you are, but like
he's a damn good
like,
podcaster.
Like you were a good wrestler, bro, but a wrestling isn't a fight.
That's the thing. Like
football isn't a fight. Like I don't think you have like anger. Like you know how remember New Year's when we got in like the fight and like I was a little tipsy like beforehand and I was like some security guard was like, you can't stand here, and I was like, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? And you're like, dude, you're an asshole. Like I can't believe. And then I did it again to someone and you're like, dude, like I can't. This is why I can't take you. I don't know exactly what you said, but you're like, I can't take you. But I'm like, bro, like if someone's pressing me, like I don't give a fuck. Like I'm a fight. Like oh, I can't stand here on these stairs where no one's fucking coming by. Fuck you, dude. And you're like, sorry about my brother. Like, I just don't know if you're a fighter.
In many ways, you're right. Like you have a switch that I don't think I have, which
is a good thing in every life circumstance except for fighting. It's like, yo, do not tell the stair guy to fuck off. Don't tell the security guard to fuck off. Just listen to him and keep it moving. Yeah. But that said, we were at an empty party.
I
get it. But I had this to say. I know. I was gonna bring that up. I had this to say right after the fight. I called into Adam 22's show when he was on with your favorite newscaster who reported our news about our show that I won't mention his name, but he had him on his show, and I called in and I said. And maybe prematurely, but I said, I just don't know that Logan has a real desire to to hurt people. Yeah. Like I think Jake wants to actively hurt people. Logan enjoys the sport of fighting. I will be a good fighter. Logan, I will be a good fighter, which he is. Jake, I will kill anyone you put in front of me, and this is how I'm gonna fucking do it. And I won't stop until they're on the ground bleeding or rolled out on a fucking stretcher. And I say this all the time. And Jeff just held up a sign. You're Greg Paul, you're Pam. I say it all the fucking time. You are GP, hot-headed, angry, ready to kill anything in your way.
Yeah.
He wants to fall in love with every girl he meets.
Yeah.
Two completely different fucking people. And by the way, I don't know if that dictates your performance in the ring. I have stepped back on my statements that I made after the fight right away. Maybe he would make a good MMA. I'm not gonna, because he loves the sport. And you want to know what he is better than anything else? A very skilled learner of things.
No, 100%.
He is a student.
Plus, you're a great, amazing wrestler.
Yep.
It's just like I think in MMA you have to be even more of a fighter than in boxing.
So here's my rebuttal to that would be, there are submissions, and you can take people to positions you can't in boxing. MMA in many ways you can subdue someone and win without having to like beat their fucking skull in.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
And with boxing, if you do get your skull beaten in, they give you 10 seconds to stand up. In MMA, bro, they cut it. That's why I think this is a fact. Like the concussion CTE fatality rates are actually lower in mixed martial arts.
Yeah, because the fight just ends.
Yes, it ends, or they don't give you 10 seconds to get up. By the way, after you have a concussion.
Yeah.
If you get knocked down in boxing, there's a good chance you have a concussion.
Of course.
And if you keep getting hit in the head
for
again
like
and
6
again,
more rounds,
it ain't great, champ.
But if you counter that, which I hate to do, but if you're a nice kid and you have to focus on submissions because you don't want to pound someone's face into a sandwich meat, unfortunately, you've now become a one-sided MMA fighter because you're relying on chokeouts and submissions.
Why I like this and why I'm okay, and take this as the note for this conversation the kernel of the value, is like I have no problem. Not even a problem. I encourage my friends to tell me what they really think and feel. And I encourage, like, I prefer everyone in my camp and everyone that I'm close to be candid with me. My brother, who I love more than anyone in the world, just told me he doesn't think I'm a fighter. When I'm sitting here across from him, like telling him, yo, I want to fight. And by the way, so now it's up to me to prove you wrong.
Right, but I think everyone has that fight in them. Like, have you like tapped into that?
Yeah.
Like even
I don't know how.
Even in sparring today. By the way, fun side note. If I knock out Gib, I make an extra
Shut the
Really?
fuck up.
Yeah.
Is that in your contract?
Yeah.
And also before we go down this route again, is that public knowledge?
Yeah, it's public. Fuck it. Fuck yeah.
Jed?
Which is more than what Gibb is making for his whole entire fight.
There's no way that could be public knowledge. There's no fucking way. Dude, stop.
So when everyone calls him like 7-figure Gibber, I'm like, yo, by the way, like I brought this deal to you. Like I brought the deal to Gibb. Like our management team like reached out to his manager and was like, hey, we have the fight deal. Here's some money. So you're welcome, Gibb. It's the most amount of money that you've ever made.
Let us know, Jed.
But in sparring today, Armani yells, he's like, get that $1,000. Oh shit. And I'm like, the fight thing like clicks on. Like, have you tapped into that? Like where it's like I'm like just a fucking lion now.
Never. I'm trying to even think if that happened once in my life.
Do you want to know what he told me when he was going into the fight? I can't wait to get this job done because I'm gonna have mad sex after this. I can't wait to, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, you were excited about your first, bro. Not after the, and like literally like when I see Jake, and by the way, this is coming from someone who knows intimately how mean Jake can be because me and him have.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Within fists. Multiple times, and some of it's on unreleased video. I'll be honest with you. Like we have gotten in massive fights, and so like I see that in him, and I know that it's there to push him to a point where he says the following statement when he's in the ring: "I am willing to risk bodily injury to myself to incapacitate my enemy." I am willing to take headshot after headshot if it gets me closer so that I can kill this man.
Yeah.
You, rightfully so, respected KSI shots. They're strong shots. Yeah. Unfortunately, you had to take 3 of them to get him to a point where you were able to put him in the fucking ground. And those shots don't feel good. But when you're sick in the head like Jakey is, you'll take those punches. And so that's the difference.
Does that concern you? Because obviously people ask me all the time. I'm sure they ask you like, bro, you have money. Yeah. You're successful. You can get any girl you want. Not that you would though, because you got that wife.
Yeah.
But boxing is dangerous. And are you worried about the long-term trauma it can lead to?
Yes and no, but I think it's like if you're in it for like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and I heard you say it once, and it's like I'm smarter than the average person, so like I'm fine with losing.
I said this.
I was like, more brain cells.
I was like, all right, here's the average person. I'll say I'm probably here.
Yeah.
So if boxing gets me to a point of like here, or even just like average, or even a little below, and I'm talking like this a little bit on my podcast, I'm fine with it.
No, get the bags and get out, you know. But like, but yeah, I don't really mind, and like to be honest, like. I don't know if my friends here like might already notice like I feel slightly stupider already.
There's light at the end of the tunnel. I know because I know what you're feeling.
Is it only during training camp?
No, it's a doctor's flashlight shining in your eyes.
It was about a week after the fight, and maybe like 2 weeks, where you started to say, "Wow, I feel less dumb."
Yes.
Oh, really?
I remember
Okay,
saying
good.
this.
2 weeks after
thank God.
Stopped getting hit in the head.
Thank God.
Did you hear me say it?
Yeah, I did.
Like,
We were in the kitchen.
I can speak now.
The brain has